Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of my Brandenburg Let's Play, where we're very overextended. We have a bunch of war exhaustion, and we would quite frankly like to be at peace for a while. But we're not going to be at peace, because we got wars to fight. That's how we do. So we're cleaning up some rebels here, and we're coring up some land. I'm going to go ahead and take this navy to pick up some of our troops. We're going to keep these units here to kind of stabilize this region. Now, I plan to utilize these troops after their region has been stabilized. Quickly clean up these rebels. This should be completely stable, right? We've got another unrest. It's all almost entirely Scottish, except for this province here. Shoot. I wonder if we can delay that until the colonial nation spawns. So I'm going to ask for military access here from the French La Palette. Then I'm going to ask, did I say colonial access? I mean military access, excuse me. Same from French Peru. And I'm going to go ahead and walk up to here. Then we're going to do some killing around here. Now, so I've been thinking about it. These are in two separate different colonial nations. However, if we look at these regions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 4? Shoot. Who's Portugal allied to? Nobody really, but we've got a truce with him, don't we? I would love to attack Portugal. But either way, I'm going to take this land and then maybe take some land from Portugal in the future to create a colonial nation. We've got to truce with him for one more year. That's something I can do without my navy, though. So I'm going to go ahead and walk out up there and take some of that land. The thing is, what I was thinking, guys, is if we create a colonial nation here, I could just manually give him this land via the subjects tab. So we could actually have colonial... what would it be? Colombia. We'd have colonial Colombia here and just give him some of this land. Unfortunately, we wouldn't have a Peruvian, but at least we'd have a colonial Colombia, which would give us a merchant in the meantime. So I am actually trying to peace out our... I am trying to be at peace, let's put it that way, so that we can begin integrating another nation, and that's something I should remember. Okay, this guy's going to white peace, that's fine, let's do that. And we can now fully annex this guy. So if we're going to be at war, we might as well be at war, right? Still doing okay on overextension. Oh shoot, I should have broken his alliance with this guy. Oh well, my mistake. But luckily our subjects are fighting that war for us. So we're not that bothered. Hey, shoot. Walking back we go. Got some Persian separatists. Spending a bunch of money there. That is what it is. I'm not sure actually why we're losing so much money here. We don't have corruption. That's scaring me. Brabant is going in there against Corsica. I don't think he's going to win though. Why are we losing so much money? Such a devastating amount of money. We need to appease Bohemia. Let's put one of our diplomats here. That's easy enough. He is easily enough appeased. The way that we do it is via this. So he will give us some of his money. That's one way we can make some money. like that, and then next month we grab a royal marriage. He should be happy at that stage. You know, we might have lost a modifier like increased tax from the Pope. Doesn't look like it. Diplo reputation will also help Bohemia. And our other subjects stay happy with us. Rooting out corruption. So, yeah, I guess our overextension is hurting our corruption a lot. I was aware of that, but our money we lost so much money all of a sudden compared to what we were making. Interest is something we certainly want to get rid of. I'm a little bit dumb, I suppose. I don't know what it is. That's what it is. Our wealth is... These have essentially just swapped. Right? This was way stronger earlier. That's weird. Are we transferring to the right spots with our merchants? Okay. Who is our least effective merchant? Not sure this guy in Krakow was doing that much for us. I suppose that's entirely us, so he is. Well, we want to move the guy in Saxony. He's not doing that much for us. So we should be able to transfer the absolute vast majority of this, which goes directly to us, right? That's 100% going up here, which is 100% going up here. That's what it is. That's what it is. Suddenly Great Britain's been taken from here. I see how it is. That's what it is. Okay, we're going to remove the guy from Rhineland to transfer here. The cheeky guy. Alright, that should sort out our economic problems. He switched the trade around on us, and it was devastating us for a couple months there. But we should be better now, hopefully. God dang it, dude. I'm so dumb. Let's quickly just do that. So that's taken care of. He's going to go back in there, which means he's no longer exiled. Walking up here. And then I'll declare on this guy as well when we can. Try to clean this up. If there's any of Cusco left, I'll declare on him, but I don't think there is going to be any of Cusco left. Has Cusco fallen? Ah, it totally has. Okay, here is a location that we can spend some admin without dealing with any dudes, any allies. Let's quickly knock out Tunis. So overextension is going to be less of a deal here all of a sudden. What was doing Royal Marriage of Bohemia while he's happy with us, and then that gives us a nice modifier, so we should be happy. That's something I got to stay on top of. Like, what happens is our ruler dies, and I forget who we have a royal marriage with. So he's going to be paying us some more money, right? Okay, there we go. It's almost... Can see he's lost a lot out of the English Channel. But, you! Go that way, you dummy. Because this is going to Aleppo, which all goes to Constantinople. Yeah, there we go. Samarkand comes up here. That should improve our economy. We're still feeling it, man. Jeez. Let's see how we look when our overextension has... That barely improved it. Never mind. Okay, Great Britain is officially under Liberty Desire, but they're not happy yet. We're still at no risk of our ruler dying, which is good, and we're just sitting here maintaining our relations, so we should be good. Okay, Brandenburg, Mexico, and Brandenburg, La Palate. Nice. So that should begin to generate some money for us. There's 2 subject nations, which are awfully large. And they are about to give us 2 more merchants as well, which will help out our trading situation. Very soon I can declare on Portugal, which I'm looking forward to doing. Well, Mecca is quite difficult to convert, it seems. Where's this guy's fort? There it is. Yeah, our trade has improved. Now let's throw down our other 2 merchants. There we go. We can see the trade here has improved dramatically. Like, we gotta watch that, dude. Things just shifting around. Now we do have 2 more merchants, so I can pull from here to here. That's some way that we can get money, and that... I was gonna say that we have a long chain, but we actually don't have a long chain, to be honest. We can get a few ducats here. There's many options that we have to improve our wealth, which may... Yeah. Oh. Some wealth to be had in Siberia, actually. Although we have much more influence here. I'm just going to throw it back into these 2, the 2 additional merchants that we had. It's going to pull a significant amount into Lubeck once again. So we can be taking the money of these natives that we piece out, and probably Tunis as well. We're about to fully annex Tunis, and that's going to give us a nice little platform here in Africa. Blockade the coast here. Corsica is falling. Najd separatists and Persian separatists, so I'll be ready to deal with those with these stacks. I'd like to kill those guys as well. Do we need the stack to stay here to stabilize this region? Probably, right? We could boost autonomy and focus our missionaries here. Maybe we don't need our stack to stay here. I'll bring it around down here and knock out Kilwa's. Kilwa doesn't have any allies. And if we keep our navy here, we can keep spending admin in that region there. So that's something I would like to do. But I would like to also wrap up these wars. We've got some Diplo now. I would like to spend that Diplo if possible. And of course, Aragon has no allies. We got a truce with him as well. That's another place to spend our... ...7 years. If he still has no allies in 7 years, we'll go in for the spending our admin at that spot as well. Let's cancel this access. Except I can't. Because we got allied troops or enemy troops in that land. Okay, our ruler has come of age. Please have a good trait. We have an heir. That's good. Sweet. 3 siege. That's what I was looking for. Fantastic. Oh, -1 Diplo reputation. Beautiful trait. Fantastic. Okay, Corsica is dead. Now we could give it to Tuscany. It's Catholic, but I'm just going to take it for myself, man. We got to get rid of that admin, do you know what I'm saying? If we give it to Tuscany, it's just another province that we have to integrate. Take it to, if I take it myself, then we can integrate via the admin. It's like a race to spend our admin before we're capped, basically. Okay, who's 100% done? This guy's 100% done, but I want to piece him out first. So we're doing everything we can here. Gonna fully annex this guy. So we just got to be a little bit patient. Nice, he's got a nice little amount of cash. Okay. We don't have much money, but that improved our economy. Let's hopefully stay out of the threshold here of deficit, but we'll see. Because if we, once we piece out Tunis here, we can take like 100 plus from him. So I'll try to stay above that extra, that third loan, you know. Okay, he's done. You're done, mate. You're done. Now, I would like to keep this region stable if I can, but easier said than done. I wonder if we have an unrest advisor. I feel like I need to keep my troops here for now. Shoot. Being overextended. We do have an unrest advisor. If only I had the money to afford him. So while we're over 100 overextension, I'll keep my troops here. Hobo Scar. And you're something. We don't care about you anyway. Wow, these are happening quickly. Okay, that is revolted recently. So was that. Okay. There's some unrest there. No, it hasn't revolted recently. Shoot. So our economy should dramatically improve once we core up these provinces, which is the majority of our overextension. This guy's almost white peaceable once again. No. That's some decent land. It's a shame to see the unrest there. Expanding Mexico some more, stealing some cash some more. The bigger Mexico gets, the more money he'll give us. We did leave them in a bit of bad shape though, where they have to core all their own land, and it's mostly the wrong religion. So these two little nations might take a little while to kind of get up on their feet. Yep. The combined total is about 1 ducat of our colonial nations, but they will get there. Oh, wow, you kidding me, dude? F you, game. It's like within the same month we're getting negative 20 army tradition. God dang, we got the worst. That's because of our overextension, by the way, if you're not aware. Like, it's fairly likely to happen, but the point is, like, this game hates me. Feels bad, man. Alright. Just quickly smash this guy's units, and then we're going to be at peace. So, I guess... which nation should I integrate, guys? Maybe Bohemia. Maybe just the biggest, most powerful nation I can. I might do it. Some nice amount of money there. Okay, so... peace him out. There is some Cusco remaining. Interesting. How much do we have in the Peruvian region right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, if we take that, we have 5. Okay, I guess we're coring all of this up. We're going to be starting a war against Portugal very shortly, and that way we can get both colonial nations up and running here. Okay, we're finally under our overextension now. Got a ton of rebels to deal with. I wonder if any of these provinces are not in, there we go. Because the unrest actually improves if you put them into a trading company. These provinces, okay. Do we have diplomat free? Yes, we do. So Bohemia is like 800, that's the issue. So if we did that, we're going to spend everything. He's much more reasonable. How much influence does he have here? 2%? That's not that big of a deal. Why don't we quickly do Munster? Alright, I guess back to war we go, right? We're doing almost 3% of Munster per month. Whew, there's a lot going on. So Portugal, where's your capital, my friend? Is it here? Or did you move it out to somewhere else? There it is, South Africa. While we're about to be down in that region of the world, but I think Portugal's looking really vulnerable. It's just that damn truce that we have with him. No, the truce is up. It's awkward because when you break people's use your great power thing, it actually doesn't show the truce on the person you enforced breaking alliance on. If that makes any sense, it's irritating. But our truce is up. Very good. So we could actually not do colonialism. He does have a fort here. We could declare the CB over that. Gosh, we just don't have enough stacks. Do you know what I mean? At this moment. I think I'm gonna go clean up these rebels here and send these units down to fight all around this theater. That's what I think I'm gonna do. I might as well hold off declaring the war. I mean, there isn't really anywhere we could declare except in these regions, right? Here. Okay, I won't hold off declaring the war. Never mind. I was thinking I might hold it off due to trying to get our war exhaustion to reduce a little bit, but I changed my mind. So Portuguese Louisiana should get wrecked, which will give us a little bit of war score. Let's go. Back to war we go. The life of war. Let's quickly check Lubeck to make sure we're making a good amount of money. Yeah, more money than ever before, quite frankly, but feeling poor. So Cuzco has no troops, and that's a fort level 1. Should be easy enough to handle. In fact, instant. Should be instantly won. Very good. Now we do have to core this up to create the colonial nation that we're hoping to create. Colonial Peru. I don't know why I said Peru. Might have something to do with me being tired. Now, I think Portugal's pretty wrecked as well. It's just a shame that we don't have any troops available, because they're all getting brutalized here. I'm definitely going to rehire some mercenaries here. My infantry has been ravaged. And I think I might start saving my military out to actually tech up once again. Monsters 20% integrated. Feels good, man. Oh, Portugal might have a navy that I want to dodge. It's most likely been ravaged, but let's quickly just get our fleet past. Wonder if Bohemia will go fight those rebels out there near East Asia, in Mongolia. Spain 61. Well, you know, it is my preference. I do every now and then I do like to PU the entire world, you know? I do like to PU the entire world, so if the 61-year-old Spanish queen would die and we just instantly inherit Spain, I wouldn't, you know, feel too bad about that. you know, if you wanted game to just give me all of Spain, who quite frankly is one of the most influential nations in the entire world, according to this the third great power in the world. If you wanted to give me their entire country, I wouldn't be mad, and by mad I mean mad. You know, game. Just saying. Just saying. With barely enough time to still integrate them before the end of the game. Barely. Would not be the worst thing in the world if you wanted to do it, game. Alright. Hang on a second. I'm pretty dumb, man. Hang on. I want to test something out. I'm just thinking here. Yeah, that's interesting. That's something I didn't know. I was thinking if we declared the imperialism CB on the colonial nation, we're going to be dragged in against Portugal. But we can actually siege down the colonial nation, i.e. Louisiana's capital instead of the Portuguese capital. Now that's something I wasn't aware of. I didn't know off the top of my head. So that's pretty cool. Let's get our infantry out of the stack. Or at least most of it, some of it. So we can see this tab just disappear if the Spanish thingy disappears, you know. Disputed claim. Because there is no other successions at the moment. Alright, so Portugal has a lot of troops. A lot of troops. Maybe they're mostly in the New World. Oh, Portugal's troops themselves are in the New World. But what we can do is go backdoor his capital down in South Africa. And that's what I intend to do. Let's go! "62-year-old Spanish dude, eh? Wow, those Scottish respawn quickly? Damn! Shoot, man. I guess I'll take the Navy from here over to South Africa to deal with those. Jeez. And we might actually, believe it or not, lose this out in the New World where I wanted to get the capital. Maybe. Because the Portuguese troops themselves, a lot of them happened to be out here when we declared the war. But we are sitting on the war goal. And by we, I mean the English. Nice, there's a stack there which we can handle, no problem by the looks of things. Ooh. Let's just dodge his navy, even though ours is technically stronger with heavies. We don't do so hot. I don't want to actually hire an admiral or anything like that. Yeah, fight our rebels for us, please. Let's repair our fleet really quickly. Nice. Subjects are out here, and he's got rebels, eh? So his enthusiasm sure is going to be bad. Okay, so we should be declaring other wars, though, eh? I might declare that and feed it to Britain. But let's make sure they're doing well out here. It's still about our admin. We're going to spend some admin here, but very little. So I guess we want to be going into these wars as well as soon as possible. These units we have here are essentially trapped, kind of. I'm trying to go fast, but our economy just hasn't been up to par, really. Okay, now that these have spawned, I can liberate these troops. So, our economy is doing quite well right now. I think I'm going to make a dedicated transport stack which I can't afford to build. A little bit too expensive. Shoot. I'll just wait for it. 27 a month? 12 a month? Shouldn't take too long to build 50 transports. Got to be careful with that stack though, because it's obviously going to be pretty weak. And once we have another transport stack, we can really be, you know, transporting troops such as this stack around and fighting in more regions. And that's something we certainly need to do. This is getting really grim. How slow we are going. Okay, so I will consider piecing out Portugal for not that much war score. I will consider it. I kind of want to leave his colonial nations, even himself for that matter, alive. To hang on, is he under 100%? He's not much over 100%. Ooh, cool. That's part of his country there as opposed to a colonial nation. Soon we could fully annex Portugal. That's something we could do and get his colonial nations. So we can look here at all his islands and stuff. He's got a lot, man. This is all obviously colonial nation. He's got a lot out here. As long as we don't isolate his capital, then we could take land like this to reduce his war score costs. So he'd be almost fully annexable in like an upcoming war, and we'd get Louisiana, Cuba, Australia. Shoot, I might have to send my navy out here to siege some of this down. We might fight a little bit of a prolonged war. It would be worth setting that up, because we have to be really decisive with the way that we play this game. We're in a hurry. We're in a big time hurry. Munster's almost integrated. I think that might be a good spot to leave it, guys, because we got a lot going on. But it's we have to be patient here. I mean, the reality is we're still operating with some debt. And as we overextend, it's costing us more and more. I'm doing a bad job keeping up with our spending our admin, but I'm doing my best. And it's about time we declare on the Ottomans once again as well. We should be declaring on him already. So these guys here, we can actually just walk back across through France, rather than sending our colonists, our ships rather, excuse me. We can just get access here back down to deal with the Scottish rebels. So how about we go pick up these units. Hopefully this region will be Catholic in the future and no longer have to deal with any rebels here. So these guys are now liberated. I am, however, going to build 50 transports. And hopefully we can get things moving. Munster's been integrated. So that's a good place to wrap it up, guys. Munster's just integrated, which is cool. I will now add this all. Which might... How many do we have here? New. Just the one. Estates. I'm going to add Swedish land. Give these... make the nobility happy. And the clergy happy with Swedish and Norwegian land, just because it's an accepted culture as opposed to Westphalian, which is partially accepted and will soon be fully accepted. Put his light ships to work. I actually think we were protecting the Great Sea. Why don't I do that instead? The North Sea. I always call it the Great Sea. And we got a few little cheeky transports. I'll sort out my navy composition next episode. But I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, guys. We're going to be fighting a prolonged war with Portugal. I'm trying to set him up so that we can fully annex all of his land here that remains and obtain all of his colonial nations. And I'm trying to be just optimistic. You know, we've had really bad luck, in my opinion, throughout this game. Well, I don't know if we've had really bad luck, but we haven't had really good luck, let's put it that way. I would consider losing the Union with our 23-year-old, or however young he was, ruler over Sweden, devastating. Spending a huge amount of resources and a huge amount of time like that in such an early stage of the game really impacts the overall campaign. You know, the most recent event with Great Britain was also painful, mostly because we're now backed up on our admin and so on and so forth, but it was not nearly as painful. We recovered from that more quickly. With that being said, I thought the game is just about run out of time to give us any kind of magnificent luck. And let's see if I'm wrong next episode, because I'd say it's quite fairly likely that this nation dies, and all we'd have to do is take a defensive battle against France. In fact, why don't we throw down a diplomat to improve relations with Spain? Because I'll tell you what, Spain right now is looking damn near enough to rival France alone. With his military ideas. So obviously I suspect if France declares on us, it's just a matter of time until he loses to our vassal swarm. He's just going to have to attack into our vassals while they just swarm him down. Very easy war to win, most likely. And we could even take some of his land if we wanted, although it would cost us some diplo. So yeah, I'm going to continue integrating our nations once we're at peace once again. And I'm trying to mobilize these units with our navy to come down here and be fighting in a whole bunch of different wars down there. Or I might actually just send these units with my navy over here to fight our rebels first, because we're in bad shape there. But yeah, a lot to do, a lot left of the campaign to do. But I'm really hoping that we can kind of integrate all these little subjects before the end of the game and form the Germany just for the lols. Hope you guys have been enjoying. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.